Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Review. Well, are you ready to get your retirement off the tightrope? How to make yourself and your retirement resilient to taxation by simply re-engineering your retirement. Now couldn't be a better time, and likely not a more important time. Folks, if anything that we can learn from these last 2 decades, we've learned this. It's very difficult, if at all, to be able to plan confidently for retirement, mainly because the rules have changed. Let's think back. Since 2008, back in '08, over $16 trillion was wiped away in wealth. Add to the fact of just a simple stroke of a pen in 2015 robbed baby boomer retirement couples of their file and suspend Social Security benefit election, costing the average boomer couple as much as $250,000 of lifetime earned retirement income. And then think about your thinking of what's happening now with how prices are going to be escalating on top of the rising cost of healthcare, with the trade tariffs, which Forbes refers to as the hidden tax that will ruin retirement because the cost of goods will be going up everywhere. 194 pages of goods in the United States have had tariffs attached to them just thus far. And lastly, nothing like the good old Uncle Sam or the government giveth and taketh away program with what they've passed this past May called the Secure Act, which basically taxes to the max any inherited IRA that's not inherited by a spouse. So kids and grandkids will be forced into a higher tax bracket. As a result of that, about 50 cents of each dollar becomes Uncle Sam, our biggest beneficiary of business partner indirectly. Let me tell you a story about Sue. Sue's 74, unfortunately lost a husband to cancer, and she is walking the retirement tightrope like never before. You see, Sue did everything right. She saved aggressively in her retirement account. She inherited money from her late husband's retirement account, and that she saved religiously in a brokerage account to the tune of over $2.1 million, about $1 million in each, a tax-deferred IRA and a tax-as-earned brokerage account, both of which are putting her retirement on a tightrope because, as typical retail brokerages do, her brokerage account is throwing off an enormous amount of unnecessary taxes. On top of that, her required minimum distribution she's been collecting now for the last 3 years is forcing her into a higher marginal tax bracket, which then in turn is taxing up to 85% of her Social Security, and now has caused her to be forced to pay higher Medicare Part B and D premiums. All told, she's getting up an extra $2,000 a month of unnecessary tax until she learned how to get off the retirement tightrope by simply re-engineering her retirement. Folks, imagine putting an extra $2,000 or more a month back into your budget. See, there's a significant difference whether you're somebody that's already retired trying to get better through retirement, or you're somebody who's getting ready to position yourself to get to retirement. There's a significant difference in planning for and planning in retirement. And I want to teach you it's all in the re-engineering. Gone are the days of traditional retirement planning. Gone are the days of banks paying interest, employers giving a promised pension, and Social Security remaining sustainable, and not having a global economy that changes by just the hint of the Federal Reserve actions, Trump's tweets, or a trade tariff talk. Learn how you can protect yourself. I'm going to teach this coming Tuesday how to help you get your retirement off the retirement tightrope and create a layer of protection in 2 particular ways. Number one way is when the stock market keeps these 767-point drops and 800-point drops and 623-point drops that we saw just in the last 3 consecutive weeks, learn how your account towards your retirement doesn't go down a dime. On top of this, so in other words, you got a floor under your tightrope, as well as having yourself in your retirement resilient, right, by disinheriting the IRS from your IRAs so that there's no tax unexpectedly or sadly by design with required minimum distributions, meaning no required minimum distributions, meaning grow your money without tax, use it without tax, transfer it without tax, and forget about the good old Uncle Sam trying to sweep in and take your life's hard work. Folks, go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com. And let me teach you one of many proven strategies with a track record of measurable results that baby boomers have been using now for decades. You see, I'll teach you the 5 greatest traps to retirement that are ruining baby boomer retirements, but can be avoided by helping you build your best retirement. Retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com, and learn how to get your retirement off a tightrope.